Hey guys, welcome back to an update video about Avius. A couple of you have been on the forums and have been pretty active over the last 6 months or so, while the moderators, with the exception of Gur, at least for the first couple of months of that 6-month period, have been inactive and have kind of left the server. And if you've been on the forums, you've been dogging a lot of discussion about it. Nobody has logged on to Avius. None of that moderators have gone onto the forums. Then if you're on today, you saw there was some activity from myself. Because we just got out of a big group Skype call with all the moderators and then some of my past friends who have worked on us and helped us with the ideas and functioning of Avius, but maybe you don't play so much or are not moderators. And we had a big discussion about everything, and this whole project has really been led, or this discussion was led by Zerthik, and I wanted to provide a formal update. There's going to be no visuals to this other than you to watch the stars tick by here. I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible by covering all the information I want to cover to let you guys know what is happening with Avius, the future of Avius, and the future of my server, and Zerthik's server, and how things are going to run. To answer this all-in-one question, this is going to be posted everywhere for you guys, and I hope it answers some questions, clears things up, but also potentially gets you a little excited or some hope and some willingness to keep pushing forward with the dedication of Avius. So first thing I want to cover is why most of the moderators stopped being active on the server. There's a couple points here. The first one was we're busy. Zerthik and I were very busy. Last semester was my hardest semester. I'm graduating in under a year now, and I'll officially be a meteorologist. I was taking 21 credits. I was working 60 hours a week at the rescue squad. I am the president of 2 major clubs in the university's meteorology department, so I am a very, very busy person. I like to be busy. I like doing all the work that I do, but it means that I have very limited time for Minecraft, and the little bit of time I had to play Minecraft during the semester, I just did not devote it to Avius. And sometimes they say people, I could have, but if I wasn't enjoying it, I wasn't going to make time for it. I was playing Spazcraft or watching YouTube or Netflix or something else. And that's because the other reason was we're obviously very busy and couldn't devote the time. We also didn't really enjoy the current Avius map. I didn't like how we didn't have our own town, Zerthik and I. I didn't like the brewery rank. I couldn't do anything. We couldn't go to the Nether because of the way we had the system set up. 1.8 was a horrible update. It was buggy. It was terrible. It was not fun. It was a stupid update. And we just didn't enjoy it, so we didn't put our time into it. And it worked for a little bit. We hopped on and did things occasionally. Gur kept it going. The donations kept going in because I said I'm going to stop paying for it, but if people really want to play on this map, you can keep donating the $20 a month to keep it up and running. And some people did, and the map is still running up to this time. Of course, it'll be it's 8 months old or something like that, 6 months old, somewhere between there. So that was why we stopped. And that was my hardest semester, so things are going to have more time basically from here until I graduate, considerably more time open. And we're going to have more time. We got through our hardest part. We're not going to have that classes. Zerthik was in the same boat as far as working a big job in addition to going to school. He's working at a firm, software engineering company. He's been doing work there. So that's why we didn't play Avius. So now talking about the future of Avius. The first thing is I've decided I still don't want to pay any money to Avius. However, we have all decided to put some time into it, and especially Zerthik. So Bucket, if you did not know, I'm sure most of you did, but Bucket is broken, it's old, it's out the window. Bucket is really just not going to be used anymore, and it's really a terrible system. We don't want to use Bucket anymore. It's not supported anymore. A lot of people aren't promoting it anymore, making plugins for it. Things are outdated. It's not going to work. So Bucket isn't going to be a thing. Avius, we have plans to bring Avius along and keep it going and run it as a new thing. That is going to be... how do I do this? There we go. We are going to use something new called Sponge. That's linked down in the description below. It's this amazing new way to do Minecraft, and it's so much better than Bucket in so many ways. I guarantee you, if you have any computer science knowledge or interest about that, go read about what it does and how it's different. It's amazing. Zerthik is in love with it, and he has put a ton of work into already starting to make new plugins, because one of the reasons we had talked about before was there's not going to be a new map on Avius until Sponge comes out. And Sponge beta is releasing for 1.8 now. It's out, or coming out in the next couple days. And we are going to be able to run that and start actually doing stuff. He's completed at least one plugin, the Graveyards plugin, because Some people are porting their own plugins over to Sponge and have signed on to do that. Some people are not, and Zerthik is taking the liberty of going through some of these plugins that were really, really old and outdated, like the Graveyard one, and is making them for Sponge, and he's completed some of them already. It's amazing what he's done. They're awesome, and he has so many ideas. So if you want to see, I've also linked down below his GitHub page. You can see the projects he's working on and like already made, and the ones he's trying to finish up as Sponge is starting to complete itself. And he is really doing a lot of work on that. So you can go see all the hard work he's putting in. So ideally, we're going to have everything we want to make the Avius we wanted. We always had these ideas for Avius, but we could not fully implement them because either the plugin wasn't there or the plugin wasn't quite what we anticipated. MCMMO was great, but it was not perfect for Avius. You had to do a lot of grinding, and everything was very broken down. We have a completely new way we're going to do this, and it's going to be a lot of work, and it's going to probably take us a good couple of months to get things ready because 1.8 has to come out. 1.8 has to come out officially or be in pre-releases for us to want to launch the server. Sponge can update with a flip of a switch, unlike Bucket. And when Sponge updates it to when 1.9 comes out, Sponge will be up to 1.9. It'll be past just some basic beta. We'll have everything we need. Zerthik will have the plugins out. So a new Avius map will likely be able to launch in the middle of spring to the start of summer. Probably somewhere in that time frame we'll be able to launch the Avius that we've always wanted and all the things. Even looking back at our very first discussion we had years ago, we're going to be able to do the things that we wanted because Zerthik can code like a monster right now. He can code the stuff and make the plugins that he wants, and then Sponge allows us to do things like we want and make it so much better. So we're going to completely change the way the modding system works, so mods are not required, or if they are required, they aren't doing it, because when we get on to play, we don't want to spend 20 minutes setting up something in a town. It's a painful process. It needs to either be quick or partially automatic or fully automatic to happen so that the mods can still play and they actually feel like they want to play the server, because all of the servers that use mods to actually move things along always have this problem. The mods disappear, or the mods hate it after a month because they always have to mod when they get on, especially if they're on for a long time. So the new map is coming spring into summer. With automation, it's going to be on Sponge. It's going to be in 1.9. Unfortunately, because it's completely new plugins and a completely new, like, basically operating system for Minecraft servers, we aren't going to be able to transfer your XP. There's just no way. It's going to be a new map. You're going to lose your builds. You're going to lose all your XP. It's just the way it works. There's no way for us to go through and do that for everybody. Potentially going to be able to transfer the money. It's going to be a lot of work if we did, but we might potentially be able to do that if he codes in an extra part to his economy, or his basically what would be the equivalent of his economy plugin, to read in the economy files and convert it, or if we say just for people who donated money to go through that list and potentially move over their money. So that's still up in the air. These are things that are a long way down the road. We could potentially transfer the money. So the current map that's up now, we're going to talk about what's going to happen with that now. I will provide a world download of that map, just like the other ones, that you can download and explore if you want to see it. We had some donations still coming through. Mom, if you're listening, I will be in contact with you about your last donation that basically pays from the start of January through the start of February. I'll be in contact with you about that, but no more money is coming from me. And Zerthik, though, has this idea to do a challenge map, keep it up until we launch the actual map. And what that challenge map would do is essentially be a way for you guys to help us design and build this new version of Avius. So you'll bug test plugins that he makes, bug test us configuring other plugins people made. You'll do fun additional random challenges across the map just to get you learning and excited to play the new Avius, and then do some other stuff like just play fun games or test out just basically all the things to get us ready to make sure the server's ready to launch and everything works and everyone's happy with it. Because 1.9 is amazing, Zerthik is amazing at his coding, and we can really make this awesome. But I just know there's going to be people out there that said, basically all three maps, the map slowly starts to die, and the mods lose interest, the people lose interest, and we have to revamp, and it seems to always happen over winter break or summer break when we have the time to do it. I can't guarantee that that won't happen again. But with this new system, we're hoping to automate so much more so that moderators are not needed in the same extent that they are. And it should completely change. So I can't provide a lot of details for a lot of these questions you're going to have about it. So I recommend that you go to the forums, sign up if you haven't, or sign into your account. Get yourself updated. We're going to completely update the forums with everything. We're going to probably update our website and get things rolling so that you guys can see some of the details of the new map to come and the new Avius. You can be up to date on news. There's going to be stuff posted there if you're interested in this challenge map. If Mom is okay with this, the current Avius map is going to be pulled down. Nobody plays on it. There's like a couple people that play on it, and the community is very toxic and hostile right now, so it really just needs to come down. It's a mess. So if this is okay, we're going to be pulling that map down and then uploading a sponge world. We're going to officially put us in sponge because the beta is out, and we're going to start implementing one plugin at a time and letting you guys test it and see how it works. And basically, as you test it and complete these challenges and find bugs and do these tasks that Zerthik and the rest of the mod team sets up as we get ready for this map, which unfortunately it's going to be in 1.8 now because 1.9 is still being developed in buggy. But if you start doing that now, you're going to earn, we're not sure what you're going to earn, but you're going to earn something that can be used in the actual map. Kind of like when you play a demo, you can unlock stuff or get like your save data, and then when the full map comes out, you can transfer that save data or that star or the money or the items you get to the actual one, so you get a bit of a jump start on the rest of the gang. Because we want also to have something to do between now and when the map launches to keep kind of people interested and keep something fun, and also because you're going to be losing everything that you've worked on in this whole new system. So I know there's going to be some people that are upset up there, but there's not people playing Avius, so I know there's not going to be too many people that are upset about that. So summarize a couple things to look forward to on the new map. There's not going to be such thing as new grinding. The class system's going to completely change, and how the XP works and how everything functions with the plugins Zerthik's going to continue. And we promise to continue it on, especially if we change this to the system how we want it to be and how we wanted it to always be. With Sponge and 1.9, it shouldn't be a problem. And it's going to be something that's going to be worked on between now and basically when it launches, either anywhere from like the middle of March through the middle of May, the end of May, in that time frame, depending on how much work we get done and when 1.9 comes out, and really when that can get finalized, because it's still pretty buggy, especially even in our world here. It crashes randomly, and there's still some stuff for them to work out. So again, go to the forums, post questions and feedback there. Of course, I'll be reading these comments as well. I'm going to have a whole bunch of information there on all this new stuff to come. World download, all that stuff will be all linked in the forums. So I hope I answered all of your questions. Now to do like the quick down low about everything that I talked, I have its annotation probably to start to skip to it to basically cover this. All of the moderators stopped because we had the craziest, busiest time of our lives, and that is now all downhill from here. So we're going to have considerably more time. And because Bucket and 1.8 were terrible, we're now going to have Sponge and 1.9. So we're going to continue a new map that'll launch between March and the summer. Zerthik is coding most of the plugins himself, so moderators won't have to do so much work, and things will be completely changed. You won't be able to really transfer anything over from the new map because it's a completely new system, but the old maps download will be posted in the forums. All of your answers and all the questions, probably the answers to your questions about how this is going to work, is going to be all in the forum as we slowly update that, and our website, which will both be linked down below. And then as long as the donations come, the challenge map, which will be between now and when the map launches, to help us debug and to help us launch and to change features and implement features, all of that will be in on a challenge map on the Avius IP for now until donations run out, which will probably be in February unless somebody else donates. And then that will continue on until the map launches. You'll get some stuff that'll transfer over to the actual map. I promise it will be fun and worth your time. And Zerthik is really excited to work with everyone. So that's it. Hopefully that summary was good. All the links I discussed in this video are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to check out some more Minecraft, why not check out my Sky Factory 2 Let's Play with Zerthik and Necker by clicking here in the top left. If you'd like to see something else, you can check out my Eidolon Let's Play that I'll be finishing this summer by clicking here in the top right. You can follow me on Twitter down below, and then if you'd like what you've seen so far and you have yet to subscribe, click the big banner below.